Welcome back, Captains and Admirals, to another video with a funny muffler. Today we're on Shards and we're using the French Tier 7 Charles Martel cruiser. So I have the reload boosters, I have engine boosts, and I'm running fully packed. We don't have a division mate today, it's just me on my lonesome. So I really used to dislike the French cruisers. I would get slapped in them constantly. I did like the Gassionaire. Mainly because anything that seemed to shoot me would just overpen me, more or less. Like, obviously, if you're angled a certain way, or sometimes people would citadel you and you would get nuked in it. But more often than not, your armor was so thin it would just pass straight through. Now, that one I liked. Now this one, I was in two minds about. So I came back to this recently, as I've got as I've gotten better at playing cruisers, and getting a feel for how each cruiser plays differently. So I decided to put the wheel boosters on this, and I've been enjoying this ship much more now. We are running the Scarab skin for the Charles Martel from Halloween, and I do love the purple smoke and everything. So there's an enemy Charles Martel ahead, heading towards A. So we're going to support our destroyer and our other friendly ship here. So mainly, you want a kite with this ship. Its armor's not great. The AP's quite good. The HE's not bad. I think I relied a bit too much on the HE in this one. I do have punch through. I've also got, I think it's Igniter as the second skill for is it Lemonier, I believe the commander's name is. I've got a guise on, which is, I believe, is Racer Fishy. So I think it's orange or yellow trails, and I have the fireworks and the flare. So we've got a decent hit on the Charles Martel there. So we are firing HE currently. So he's flinging some shells back at us. He hit us once, didn't do massive damage, 1,000 off us nearly. But what we want is our DD to spot, and then for us then to try and kite and stay at a fairly reasonable distance where it's going to take them a substantial amount of time for their shells to come in at us. So we're going to have time to maneuver and reposition ourselves. The Bismarck is staring us down, thinking we're a bit of a tasty morsel, and also that would be incredibly annoying as well. Yet again, I don't know why people do that. He's popped his DC immediately on one fire. I've done it, and I know people do it on accident, but I see a lot of people doing this, and it's a habit and I've been trying to get out of. Please do not pop your DC on the first fire, because I've just set another fire on him and now he's going to burn for however long his DC cooldown is, which is probably about between 1 minute 10 to 56 seconds, depending on what commander he has and any buffs and inspirations he has. So it's good for us because we're getting 3 damage now. So we did hit the island. We're going to reverse out, and we're probably going to start blasting that Bismarck again. Yeah, we're having a look. Thing is, I don't want to fire until I can get into a reasonable position where I know I can get away. So I did see the DD cap in. I thought, right, well, I'm facing this way, might as well try and reverse into A, see if we can get that capture medal. So I hold off on firing on the Bismarck, because obviously I don't want to get spotted. But I noticed we're not going to get there in time, so I just start blasting. I don't even think he's looking at us at the moment. Zaitan's requesting assistance. He shouldn't struggle. There's another Charles Martel there. He should cope with that quite easily. Bismarck fired on us. Luckily for us, he missed all his shots. And no, we've all seen that, where the shells just seem to scatter. A nice pattern around the ship. So we didn't do a great deal of damage with that fire. It was only one fire. So either he's popped his DC or he's put it out. We'll find out in a moment if we get another fire. Did get another fire. And he's put it straight out again. Because the thing is, he's just giving us free damage. Yes, I know people get concerned when you got the damage tick. If you're low health, by all means, pop it. If you can get out of line of sight, pop it. But if you're being actively engaged and pursued, and you've got a single fire, if you've got 2 or 3, pop it straight away, of course. But unless you've got, say, 1 fire and a disabled runner or disabled engine, or your guns have just reloaded and they get knocked out and you need those guns back. Don't forget, if your guns get knocked out while you're reloading, it resets the reload for them as well. Which a lot of people, probably either aren't sure of or don't know. So if you don't know, when your guns are mid-reload, so even if you've got half a second left, if they get knocked out, it completely resets the reload. When they repair, then they've got to reload again. So there's not much point popping your DC, because you're going to have to wait for the reload anyway. So we're getting mostly shatters. We're not doing any damage on a HE currently. We did set a fire again. We got 4 hits there. It was very good. A bit of damage on him. So we could be firing APM and aiming for the superstructure. But we're firing HE. We're getting the fires. So it's a win-win for us either way. I believe he's put out the fire again. But obviously we're just constantly spraying him. So he's going to catch fire, in a couple of seconds again anyway. Especially with our reload booster going. But you do want to save your reload boosters for when you can get the maximum hit out of them. Like, I used one now because I'm engaged in the Bismarck. Bismarck's not looking at me, so I can get all my guns going, firing constantly, trying to set fires and do damage. Like, we're not doing massive damage, but we are damaging him. As long as you're contributing, that's the main thing. But the Charles Martel is obviously not on the side of the map. He's long gone. I think that's a Charles Martel up there near the CV to the right. So there's the Graf Zeppelin. He's just on the cusp of our range. We might be able to get a couple of shots on him. I don't know if AP or HE and which one would be best. We could hit him with HE and set a fire, but his DC will automatically activate. Like we just set a fire there, it automatically activates, and I think it lasts 40 seconds, maybe a minute. I know it lasts quite a while because obviously of the automatic activation, but I do believe it has quite a substantial cooldown time as well. Well, he's gone undetected. The destroyer's popped a smoke. I don't understand why he popped a smoke. Because he pops it and then just sails out of it, so I don't see why he popped it. Zeppelin circling us with his planes. We did get an aircraft shot down there. And 2 more. So we changed to AP now. He missed us with his bombs, luckily. Doing that double zoom, make sure we're hitting center mass. He's starting to move forward now. We got this right down to our left. He looks like he's going to hit us. So I noticed, I start turning. But it's too late, he was very close to us. So luckily, there's nothing blocking us. We're not going to sail into any islands, so we can just continue on this course now and pull away from him. So he is burning, and the Jutland gets the kill. So, as you can tell, our teams are still quite even. Yes, they've lost their carrier. We've lost 2 battleships and a cruiser. So there's the Charles Martel from earlier. But guys, if you do see yourselves in videos of mine, please feel free to comment and let me know. If you guys are in my videos, I would love to see you guys and give me a gamer tag. Somebody commented on my Lenin video that he recognized my name from one of the previous battles. And I'd love to chat with you guys, if you want a division up. I think I'm a fairly competent player, so hopefully I'm not going to drag anyone down. So I'm always willing to play with anyone. It's always better to play in a division. Every game's more fun with friends. So coming around now, we've got the Bismarck. So he's steaming straight towards us now, so might be better if I just change to HE. We got the Prince Eugen. Setting a good target for our AP. Might be worth popping a real booster in a moment. We've taken very little damage as well. We got AP out on Prince Eugen. Citadel, lovely hit there. Popped a reload booster to get some faster reloads. See if we can shave some of his health off. Another Citadel. We're getting some excellent damage here. We got a lot of stuff firing at us now. So he has disabled my rudder. So we're just going to end up sailing in a straight line. I switch to HE. Let's start firing on the enemy Bismarck. So we're about to hit the island. So I begin slowing. Then I pop my DC after the planes had passed over, just in case I popped it, and then they would disable my engines. But we are presenting broadside at the moment, so we need to be very careful here. So we're going to go hard left. We've got the engine boost active, so we're going to accelerate very quickly. Because I do believe I'm running the propulsion mod. I'll have to double check when we're in port. Looked like the Bismarck over penetrated us. Damage he did was negligible. He was firing on the Prince Eugen with HE. He's quite low. We did set a fire. I think he's used his DC because the fire is still burning. We've just cracked over 100,000 damage as well. We lost our Zaitan to the enemy Vanguard. Continuing to fire on the enemy Bismarck. So what we're going to do now, we're going to kite away. He's not shooting at us yet. Here you go, he's turning. Going to get his rear guns on us as well. So we want to sail away. We're moving quite quickly, nearly 40 knots. So he got a decent penetration on us there. Luckily he didn't citadel us at the angle we were. We've got the destroyer there on the right there, the enemy destroyer. So that will come back to bite us in the ass if we're not careful. Bismarck is burning. Yeah, we should secure this kill. Bismarck down. It's our first kill of the game. I'm not too bothered about, you know, getting Krakens or whatever. As long as I play well in my eyes and, you know, try and get the win. That's all that really matters. I know a lot of people kick themselves when they're like, oh, I didn't get this medal like high caliber. As long as you play into the best of your ability, you know, and practice makes perfect. Or the more you play, hopefully then your skill level will increase. You know, you'll learn the ships. You'll learn the ships you're fighting as well. And you'll learn the maps. So we're firing on this AM Sumner. He hasn't started firing back yet. He's probably launching torpedoes. He's gone undetected. Obviously we're still detected because we fired. He's popping smoke. Got my torps there. Just set us on fire. He's getting some really, really heavy shots out on us. He's starting to shave our health away fairly quickly. But this is an engagement that isn't really that favourable to us. So we're turning away. I popped the DC to stop the burn damage from the fires. I'm still turning. Actually, he's missing a lot of his shots at the moment. I was quite lucky that he could have disabled our rudder if he hit us a bit lower, and he hasn't, which is a good thing. So we're not spotted anymore. We still took a couple of hits. We've got 2 heals left, so we can repair a substantial amount of the damage. He's popped out and he spotted us. He didn't fire torps, surprisingly, because they would have arrived by now, I'm assuming. They're the torps. They're going for the aircraft carrier by the look of it. The aircraft is pulled out on our right, or the ship's left if you're, you know, vantage point of the ship. Prince Eugen's at the back. He's very low. We just secured a high caliber, and our Jutland's got a flesh wound. Very nice. But they're trying to flip A, but there's only a minute left. Well, they're over 200 points behind. It's me and the carrier left versus 2 DDs and the Prince Eugen. There's the Sumner. So missed those shots. A fairly poor prediction on my behalf there, so me to blame more than anything. The Prince Eugen is firing from a place where we can't spot him, or the carrier. So he's going to survive this battle. So we've got 3 defend medals there. So we've secured 15 defend medals this match, which is really good. Definitely help with our supply of XP and help us move towards, I believe it's the St. Louis at tier 8. Oh, some good hits there. Another defending in cap. And looks like the top might hit 3, 2, 1. We got some extra damage at the end and another defend medal. So I think we played extremely well there. I'd like to think that we tipped the game in our team's favour. So 129,000 damage, 3,120 base XP as well. Fantastic. Oh, Konechko off at 0, so he's disconnected, or he quit the match. So we're using Lemon here, so he's got Window of Opportunity, which reduces your detectability time when firing, beyond range, Igniter, like I thought, Punch Through, and then we have Fixated, and then Fully Packed. We have Charles Madden for the quicker reload and turret traverse. We have Augustine Regewald for the main battery reload time, and I believe it's cruiser speed, was it? So we've got Aiming Systems Mod 1, Propulsion Mod, Concealment Mod, and we've got the Range Mod at Mod 4. Can I remember that? I think it's Gun Systems Mod? Gun Control Mod? And Firing Control System Mod 2. There we go. And then we've got all the base upgrades for her as well. So, I hope you enjoyed my video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you did get this far, please like, comment, and subscribe if you're enjoying my content. If you didn't enjoy the content, please leave a dislike and a comment about what I could improve on. And hopefully I'll see you here again soon. Thank you, guys, and take care. Bessies, Captains, and Admirals.